What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at Devlin Hodges, Steelers rookie undrafted quarterback. Of course, Ben Roethlisberger went down, and then Mason Rudolph also went down against the Baltimore Ravens. And Hodges had to come in and step up. He played actually okay, in my opinion, especially for coming out cold like that. Before I get into this, I just want to say I hope Mason Rudolph is okay. I hope he recovers from this really well, and yeah, because that hit was nasty. So let's just go ahead and get right into this. Also, if you hear any noise in the background, that is a water truck. Hopefully, it will be going away soon. So yeah. Let this go full speed, and then I'll slow it down when the play starts. Okay. That does look a little bit off the mark, but it also looks like Carr kind of pushed James Washington a little bit. But he did overthrow him a little bit. But coming out cold like that, can't expect too much. Yeah, the water truck is leaving now. But let me go ahead and find the next play here. There's quite a few to get through, so I'm going to try to get through them quickly. Okay. Let me just go ahead and hit play here. Let it go full speed for a moment. Now, right there, you've seen that he was looking at Deontay Johnson right out here, but he hesitates. He doesn't throw it to him. I think that was probably just a play design. I think he was supposed to look at him, but not actually throw it. He sees James Washington coming here. He actually kind of gets wrapped up in his own offensive lineman there. I don't really know why DeCastro is out there so far. My bad, I accidentally hit rewind. But yeah, I don't know why DeCastro is all the way the fuck out there. But it kind of slows down James Washington quite a bit. But right now, he needs to let this ball go right now. But he kind of waits too long. Or he could have thrown it to Deontay Johnson earlier, and it also would have been a good pickup. But if he's going to throw it to James Washington, he needs to do it right now. But he kind of hesitates, he waits, and he lets the defensive back close in on him, and ends up being an incompletion because of it. That slight hesitation, he ends up being able to knock the ball loose. It is what it is. Like I said, he's coming out cold. He's an undrafted rookie. Can't expect too much, but yeah, still had to show it. Let me go ahead and find the next play here. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into this. Let it go full speed for a moment. Okay, now slow it down. So right here, this is one thing I like. It's a stark contrast to what he did earlier. This receiver hasn't even turned all the way around yet, but he just based on the leverage, he already sees that the receiver is going to be getting open. So he's letting this ball go now. Because he sees that the defender has already opened up his hips when he threw it. So that means the defender is not going to be able to turn in time to be able to stop this. So it ends up being a pretty easy catch. Now the receiver does fumble, but what the receiver does isn't Devlin Hodges' fault. But it doesn't matter anyway because he recovered the football anyway, so it's whatever. But on Devlin Hodges' part, that was pretty good. That was a good throw. Had some zip on it. Matter of fact, let me let that go in full speed so you can kind of see his arm strength a little bit. Because he actually does have a pretty decent arm. Not bad. Not bad for undrafted rookie. Let me go ahead and find the next play. Okay, so this one's pretty simple. Slow that down. He's got Vance McDonald out here. He's doing a little rollout. As you see, this linebacker here is trying to come get him, but he's got so much space with no one in front of him. He does have Earl Thomas back here to wrap him up eventually. But it's an easy throw. Throw it on the move. Just get it in Vance McDonald's hands. Vance McDonald gets it down to the 1. Very good play. Pretty simple play. That was actually just really good play design, honestly. But he made the throw that he was supposed to, so yeah. Let me go ahead and find the next one. Okay, let me get ahead and get right into this one. Keep it slowed down. Now, he sees that the linebacker is going this direction, and he's going to be throwing, I think that's James Washington there. I'd like him to throw this right now. Like right now. Because he's still got look at this look they're giving him. If he throws it right now, and he gets the ball about right here, there's no one even looking this direction. No one moving this way. These two are moving toward, I don't know which receiver that is, but this guy, I can't see the number. All these defensive backs are moving this way. He's going to be wide open. And he does get wide open. And he does find him, to be fair. But a little bit of anticipation would be nice. But I can't be mad at him. He did find the right receiver. Just if he continues to get any playing time in the league, working on his anticipation could really help. That's all. So let me find the next play. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this one. He does throw a pick on this play, but here's what it is there. Really, he should have thrown this ball a little bit earlier. He had a receiver open here. He should have hit him, but he doesn't, and he loses that. As he gets closer to this linebacker, he's no longer open, so they'll just jam that ball out. So he's forced to roll out of the pocket. No one's really open. Well, looks like you got a defensive back down here. So you do have a guy open, but you'd have to throw across your body, which he eventually does. In this situation, you're out of the pocket. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Because instead, he decides to throw it across his body and ends up getting picked off by Earl Thomas. Don't do that. That's quarterback 101. Don't throw the ball across your body. Just don't do that. That's going to be easy interceptions pretty much every time. So, yeah. Also, I don't know who that is injured. Hopefully he's okay. Let me go ahead and find the next play here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get right into it. As you see, he's got Juju Smith-Schuster right here in the slot. He's got, I think, who's that, Holton on the outside. That might actually be an option too, but he ends up going to Juju, which is the right read. He did with the route running that Juju did there. He had a lot of open space. It's another situation where the second he started to turn, this is where I kind of already want the ball coming out of your hands. Because as you can see, he's got someone rushing right at him, and he's got the running back Jalen Samuels blocking him. So right now is when I want that ball already out of his hands, when Juju's starting to turn. But I mean, he still makes it. Like I said, another good decision. He threw it to the right guy, but just a little bit more anticipation. That's all. Let me go ahead and find the next one. As you can see, they got no running back there. They had Jalen Samuels back there, but they had him motion out to come out here. So with that, let's just go ahead and snap it. Now, he potentially could have got this ball to him, but that is a good chance of getting picked off, so he does make the right decision to not do that. He actually makes the right read, throwing it to Jalen Samuels, but he does kind of underthrow him a little bit. Jalen Samuels has kind of got to reach back to try to catch this instead of trying to catch it in stride, but it does hit his hand, so he should have caught it. But he ends up dropping this one, so it is what it is. Both of them kind of messed up a little bit there. It was more on Jalen Samuels because, like I said, he did throw it a little bit behind him. In that kind of situation, you kind of want to try to get it in front of him so he can catch it in stride. But like I said, if it hits your hands, especially that cleanly, you should catch it. So let me go ahead and find the next play here. Okay, so on this one, he actually scrambles for a little bit of a decent run. There was a penalty on the play, but I don't care. I just want to see what he did. I'm not going to actually slow it down here because I want you to see his athleticism. He did roll out earlier on that interception, and they also did a rollout designed play too, kind of like a bootleg earlier to Vance McDonald. So they are well aware of his mobility, but this just really shows it off here. I'm going to let it go full speed. He's going to scramble to his right. He's just going to take off. And he's actually a lot faster than I thought. And he did the right thing. He did the smart thing, running out of bounds, both to stop the clock and because it is the fourth quarter. And it also prevents hits. That's something a lot of mobile quarterbacks struggle with, people like Michael Vick. He learned to do that later in his career, but it's something that if they would have learned it sooner, it would have potentially saved him. RG3 is the best example of that. If he would have learned to go out of bounds and slide. But let me go ahead and find the next play here. Okay, so this one here. As you can see, he's being pressured pretty heavily. Deontay Johnson here is going to kind of fall over, so he's not going to be able to throw to him. Maybe he didn't. I thought he fell over, but he kind of has to do a little bit of a jump pass here to get it over him, and he really didn't have time to really sit and wait because Juju was going to get open, but he didn't have time to wait for that. So he's forced to throw it quickly to Jalen Samuels, and the linebacker was able to wrap him up quickly. So it's actually a loss of yardage on the play, -2, but it is what it is there. Not really Devlin's fault there. He was pressured real heavily. He just had to get it out quickly to one of his guys. So let me go ahead and find the next play here. I don't think we have too much left. Okay, so you guys actually probably all seen this play, even if you didn't watch the game. It's the play where, in overtime, where Juju got the ball forced out of his hands. I do have to show it, though, because I'm highlighting Devlin Hodges, because he made a decent throw. The other play, because there was a play I didn't show from the fourth quarter, it was where he kneeled it, and I don't have anything to say about the kneel. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get right into this one. Oh, I forgot to slow that down. My bad. Okay, good. There we go. Nah, he let go. Like I said, he actually does make a good throw and the right read here. Pressure was coming. Juju is wide open. But the defender makes a good play. He punches the ball out of Juju's hands. and ends up leading to, well, an easy field goal for Justin Tucker. So it ends up being a win for the Baltimore Ravens. But that play wasn't Devlin Hodges' fault. He made the best possible read. He made a pretty good throw. Really wasn't even on Juju. It's just sometimes the defense makes a good play too. That's actually something I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of fans, like, win or lose, you always want to blame certain people. Like, if your team loses, you want to instantly blame your team for losing, but that's not always the case. Sometimes the other team just makes a good play. The players on the opposing team are also being paid millions of dollars to play this game. So that's just something to keep in mind. I might talk about that more at some point, but I'm not gonna harp too much on it right now. But anyway, I don't think I have a whole lot more to say. Devlin Hodges, he had an okay game for coming out cold like he did after watching Mason Rudolph get knocked unconscious. That's really rough. I believe Pittsburgh picked up, I think, Tom Savage. So I guess he would be Devlin Hodges' backup in the event that Mason Rudolph can't play this week, which I assume he won't. I believe they play the Chargers this week. Yeah, I believe the Steelers play the Chargers. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.